Hello and welcome to another recording for my channel. This will be another STO episode video. I was going to continue on to the Wasteland storylines, but when I went to the episodes to start the next story, the episodes have all been deleted again. And now we actually have to do this episode before we can actually go back to doing the other episodes. So this is a featured episode that's a continuation from the Gamma Quadrant storyline. So as far as I understand it, let's see if we hail them. They'll talk. Okay.
Empersa, the homeworld of the Founders, is under attack by the Herc. This is our darkest hour. If Empersa falls, the Dominion will come to an end. I'm asking you to join in the defense efforts as soon as you can. A task force will assemble at my fleet's location in the Gamma Quadrant and warp to Empersa from there. Remember, if we fall, the Alpha Quadrant is next. It's time to make a stand. I hope you'll join in the fight.
Awesome. Okay, so for the next 3 or 4 weeks, you'll get a different reward every week. That's pretty good. Let's see if there's any kits. Awesome. Okay, there you go. That's the reward you'll get. Energy. Orthogenic. Okay, so every week there'll be a new console, so you can get this set of 3 consoles there, or weapons. Sometimes. Epic. Signals for a few Herc forces to reinforce. Oh, so it's a reinforcement device. So you can get different consoles, so you can get a set, and then there's also a featured weekly episode reward. So this is something you'd play every week, but I think you only have to do it once to get the episodes to unlock again. So let's...
If you'll excuse me.
So hopefully once you do it once, you get the episodes back. Otherwise, it'll be a month before I start doing the episodes again, because I won't be able to. So let's see if I can transwarp to the Delta Quadrant. Sorry, the Gamma Quadrant. So I don't have to travel too far. Take too long to get there. Transwarp. Alpha, Beta, Delta, Defari. First Fleet. Ooh, looks like I might have to use the wormhole. Actually, no. Alpha is Basel. Oh, maybe can't transwarp within this map. I think there might be a bug because my transwarp doesn't work all the time. Okay. Let's see if the transwarp works now. Nope. Why is the Dyson sphere? Okay. Let's head in this direction. That brings us to the Alpha Quadrant border. For some reason my transwarp isn't working. I don't know why. Okay. I will put a timer in the index in the title so you can actually go to the beginning of the episode, so you don't have to watch this fly through. But once again, I checked my mail. I've collected the notices that I've sold stuff on the exchange, and just from selling stuff on the exchange and nothing else, doing some duty officer assignments, I made 100,000 credits. So it's what, a week or 2 since the game updated. Didn't I just say go? What's going on? Why am I not incoming hail? No, decline. Walk to deep space 9. Continue. What's going on? Do I have to use the wormhole? The Dyson sphere? That takes us to the Delta Quadrant, not the Gamma Quadrant. Galaxy map. Okay, so if we go to the sphere, that's going to take us to The Delta Quadrant. I am extremely confused here. I don't know what's going on. Okay, that was for doing the duty officer assignments and getting my rank up to rank 1, so I got a reward for that, so that's what that was. Go to the Gamma, that's the Delta Quadrant, that's taking me to the Dyson Sphere, which takes us to the Delta Quadrant. Why can I not well, if I can't get to the Delta, I might have to stop this video so you won't see it, but why can't I transwarp? See, I'm in the beta quadrant right now, so I'm supposed to get to Deep Space Nine to get to the wormhole to get to the Gamma Quadrant. So you go to Deep Space Nine, you hit the wormhole. You can see here there's the only way to the Gamma Quadrant is through the wormhole. There's no going through this way, so I don't know why it's telling me to go to the Dyson Sphere. Deep Space Nine. Nope. Deep Space Nine. Oh, jeebus. That was frustrating. Oh, that was extremely annoying. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to have to leave Deep Space Nine to go to the wormhole, I think. So why can't I go... I don't understand why I couldn't go through the border of the Beta Alpha quadrants. That makes no sense. And again, why was the Delta Quadrant sphere my target? So here you can see the wormhole is circled. Okay, that was extremely annoying. Okay. Okay, so this is where we enter. We have to go all the way over here. Okay, wait till I change direction, and then transwarp. So I would assume that once you've done a few of the storylines, you can actually transwarp to this sector, because that's like close to the fleet. This is an ongoing internal game, like a battle zone, so the entire sector, you can see here there's different sectors. You have to battle, use fleets to gain control over the Herc. So that's a good ongoing, different sort of strategy. Let's see. Oh, I've got 23 minutes to take damage. Doubt that's going to happen in 23 minutes. Actually, no, the episode's about half an hour, so I should get that damage. Again. Well, 7,000 refined, I think. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you can see that I've got a bridge officer here, purple. Lithan male. All details. Tractor beam. If you're wondering what these ones are, when you go to your bridge officers traits, that's the 4 traits they're going to have. So that's what those things happen to be. There we because looks very rare, but it's not purple. It's what the hell? Klingon Defense Force Science Bridge Officer, 5th. So he's ensign. See, you've got to up the rank from 5th, 4th up to 1st. Okay, so let's see. Nothing special, nothing special. So here's the career options, so you can promote. And it is a purple, so I'm going to keep him. Promote. That should be it. Okay, so here we are at the beginning of the mission. So I will put a time index in again to start this. And hopefully the Wasteland episodes and the rest of the Klingon storyline arc will open up.
Previously on Star Trek Online, the Dominion as you know it is on the verge of collapse. Without your help, the Herc will win the war of attrition. What's happening?
Yes, Garrick, I found your mysterious widget. What is it exactly? It's not Karemian tech.
I found a similar device on Bejor.
These devices called the Herc, and we put them there. The other founders are hiding things from me.
Odo, look out!
Hold your fire. I think it's trying to communicate.
We can't hold off the Herc forever.
Alliance forces are spread too thin to help, Quark.
We need the Klingons, brother. Otherwise, we're doomed.
The Sword of Kahless, as promised.
Once again, the House of Quark delivers. Martok will be pleased.
You found a secret I've kept for millennia.
The origin of the Herc infestation.
And you're rolling it.
The Dominion must endure.
I'm afraid I can't allow that. As we speak, every Herc in the quadrant is homing in on the signal.
And now the conclusion.
Oh,
I arrived here ahead of you, and I've already engaged the Herc near the planet. You've made your point, Garrick. Deactivate the Herc lure device you placed on the homeworld before this gets out of hand.
Agreed, bring an end to this now.
I'm afraid that's the problem, Ambassador. I deactivated it several minutes ago.
Excuse me?
Then why are the Hercs still attacking? Don't play games with me here, Garrick. I'm warning you.
Counselor.
Perhaps they're still attacking due to a deep hatred of your people. After all, the Founders are directly responsible for their state of mind, body, and soul. I can't say I blame them for...
Gentlemen.
Enough! Both of you. We don't have time for this. There's bigger problems to deal with here, starting with that swarm of Herc vessels nearby.
The captain makes a good point.
Agreed. My fleet is already engaged near the planet, but Herc reinforcements keep arriving. Try to punch through the swarms so we can join up.
Very well. Helm, take us in. Okay, so
we may be needing your solution to this problem soon, Doctor.
Yes, since yours failed in a spectacular fashion.
Has it? Some might argue it succeeded beyond expectations.
Look, oh, I thought I died.
This is the Chimera. We're here to help.
The CSS Steadfast stands ready to assist you as well.
Okay. Well, I'm turning away from the fleet. Okay, let's turn back that way. The ship's too small. Like, normally when I zoom out, you've got a lot of area you can see, but this one is a bit smaller than Federation.
My ship won't last much longer. We need to deal with the swarm attacking it immediately.
So once again, every week I will actually be playing this mission to get the rewards for it. Oh, there we go. Another 13,000. Shouldn't take too long to get the reward, and I will actually show you what the reward is. I did it once before, and I'll do it again just to show you that it's not always the same, but they are worth it.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
No loot drops yet. Bit odd. Normally get a couple of a fleet this size. Where are my wingmen? Okay. So I'm supposed to be in this other. Take item. Finally a loot drop. So. Well, dang it. Dang it. 8,000 off. The beginning shields are pretty good, but they're not that strong. I think I need to get some sets to help offset some of the damage I'm taking, because my other characters, I don't think I take this much damage. Okay.
Warning, ship is under attack.
I don't normally use this phaser attack, so I might actually keep that. That's actually a pretty decent attack. Oh! 3,000 left. Yeah, it takes a lot of damage. Now, I don't know if it's because it's a small ship, or smaller than normal Federation ships I use, but it's
Well done. The ship's taken heavy damage, but she'll survive.
Oh, we've bought ourselves some time. Let's hope it's enough. Julian, is your plan ready? It may be our best hope to end things now.
It's as ready as possible, Captain. The challenge of frontier medicine, I'm afraid, is that there is never enough time. I've created a program that will enable the Herc to synthesize the compound they need to come to their senses. I've also put together a core sample of the compound for them to utilize in mass production. That is the easy part.
And the hard part? What do you need to make this happen?
From what we've learned about the Herc, the best way to make this happen will be to enter the data into one of their core computer systems. It'll need to be a command-level system with fleet-wide override authority. Systems of that caliber are only found on Herc dreadnoughts.
the best defended ships in the fleet.
There's a Herc dreadnought heading toward the planet as we speak. It's slow, so we should be able to intercept it. I recommend we engage that ship and disable it, if possible. We'll need to get a team on board to carry out Julian's plan.
Agreed, let's make it happen. I keep forgetting I don't have any cannons. Okay, so I just got the Endeavour pack, taking 200,000 damage. Once this mission is over, I will actually show you what you've received from the Endeavour pack.
did it. The Dreadnought's disabled. That ship is still crawling with Herc, though. Make sure your away teams are ready for a fight.
Understood.
I'll send some of my best. Dukan Rex will lead a jem'hadar away team, while Loris will assist Dr. Bashir.
I was gonna say, you wouldn't lead on the way team. Very well.
Right. Let's get the away teams on that Dreadnought before it calls for backup.
Agreed.
Loris and I have all we need. We're ready to beam over when you are.
Beam over. Again, I haven't set my team up the way I want because they haven't been trained in the fields yet. But I will eventually be transferring my training manuals from my main character to this character to unlock necessary training.
We'll need to find their central computer core. Once we're there, I'll begin the override process that will allow us to transmit our data on the cure. When that's done, we can instruct each ship in their fleet to replicate the cure and distribute it to every Herc on board. Of course, we need to reach the command center in one piece to do so.
Okay, we're well clear the way. We'll clear the way.
Enemy life signs ahead. Get ready to fight.
Just give me 3 seconds.
Proceed with caution. I'm reading numerous hazards in the area. This section of the ship has taken heavy damage.
Understood. What's going on? Why am I not targeting anything? Whoa, whoa. Okay, so I don't think it matters which way we go. We'll just continue in this direction. Whoa! I don't know if we have to clear every single Herc out, so I might have to go down that hallway. Why am I looking this way? Camera auto-focused over there. Okay, so I've obviously killed enough Swarm to get another accolade. The Herc, sorry. Thing's quite tough. Okay, it doesn't seem to be... No, it is taking damage, but very little. Again, my targeting seems to not be working. That's all my crew except for one is down, and he's not coming to help me. Oh, here he comes. Is he helping or is he getting attacked? I'm just going to respawn. It's taking too long. Oh, he's unconscious anyway. There we go. Oh, no way. We have to... Oh, I'll go up the other hallway anyway, because I'd assume we have to clear out every single Herc, and they're not seeming... Oh, it might be the exit strategy. Okay. Attack him there, that way the other ones won't come down the hallway, hopefully. Let's hope they don't focus on anything else. Helping. Okay, let's keep going then. Okay, that must be the exit. They must have to wipe them out once we finish this area off. Take item. Am I running? No, I'm not running. There we go. Ooh, there's a lot. They seem to be headed for the mines. Okay, the mines aren't exploding on them. My crew are unconscious at the moment. Can I open this door? Oh, the door's already open. Let's see if we can just wipe out these Herc. Again, I'm assuming we're going to have to clear all the Herc off the ship. Okay, there's some got this console here.
I have unpleasant news, I'm afraid. Herc security systems have sent an automated distress signal throughout the fleet. I recommend haste. We're going to have a great number of hostile guests. And far sooner than we'd like.
We better hurry then. So I'm going to take some time to scan this. Okay. Oh, thought I got shot in the... Did I get shot in the back just then? So what's this big thing in the back throwing at me? Okay, so this pit just keeps spewing out attendants by the looks of it. Stuck in a corner. Let's back up a little. What's this thing? Okay, you can't kill that one, it just gets weakened. Okay, that seems to be it.
Excellent work. It's time for Loris and I to finish this. Keep your weapons handy, however. We're breaking into a secure computer system here. The Herc are bound to take offense. Keep them busy while we do our work, or this will be a wasted trip.
Another time you need, Doctor.
One goes here, that one goes there!
Okay.
I was saving time by inverting the feed now instead of later.
Did they move to another copy? They did. I'm gonna stay near. Oh, why am I rolling? I'm gonna stay. What is?
Doctor, I thought you were supposed to be Starfleet's best and brightest.
I wouldn't even be in Starfleet anymore if it weren't for this Herc nonsense.
So even the spheres seem to have a founder's sort of liquidness to them. Maybe they have a shared history of some sort.
We're running out of time, Doctor.
Perhaps you know a faster way to translate Herc language and reverse engineer their technology.
Okay, so I've got to do one more after this, and hopefully that's the end of it. They may need to make this a little harder, I think, because, like I said, the weapons I have don't seem to be all that flash, and yet we're maintaining. So it must be a final wave that's really hard.
Almost ready here. The system needs the physical samples of the cure for final analysis and processing. Shall I proceed?
Make it happen, Doctor.
Are you insane, Weyoun? That was our last hope.
How is this possible? You were in prison!
I was liberated by those who still serve the true Founders. Not everyone is a traitor to the Dominion, after all.
There is only one traitor here, Weyoun. It's time you paid the price for your treachery.
Pathetic. You can't even kill someone properly. Allow me to instruct you. You! Jem'hadar! Make yourself useful! Kill them! Giving you an order! Open fire! Kill them, now!
I think not.
He's gone.
And not a moment too soon.
Bashir to command. Everyone, we have a problem.
Oh, okay, that's the end of it. Okay. Well, if it's kept a cell white, wouldn't they just take a cylinder off a jem'hadar and throw it in?
That Herc fleet is about to attack our position. We need to give the Doctor the time he needs to transmit data on the cure.
Acknowledged. Red alert. Whoa!
Shields failing.
Well, well. You're in quite a fix there, Odo.
Brilliant observation, Quark. What do you want?
Forgive my brother, Odo. We're here to help.
The Ferengi cavalry? I thought I'd seen everything.
Oh, the best is yet to come, Odo. Say hello to my dangerous friends.
Come on.
Well, Quark, we're waiting.
Rom, where are they?
Lose something? Like your nerve, perhaps?
Long ago, Takuvma, the Unforgettable, lit the beacon of Kalis to restore glory to the Empire. Today, a new torchbearer, Worf, son of Moog, does the same. United, we now go to fight the enemy of our ancestors. Today, we will fight the Herc. I now hold the weapon they fear most. The Sword of Kalis has been returned to us. Join me now in honorable combat. Show the Herc what it truly means to be Klingon. For Kalis, for the Empire, Kapla!
That's awesome. Really got to set up my ship console, so I've got to get a few more trainings done. Firing on something, but nothing. Hearing in the targets.
The arrival of the Klingons has given us more time in space, but the situation on the surface is dire. Herc's forces are breaking the jem'hadar defense lines. We need to do what we can to help. I'm beaming directly to the Great Link to aid my people.
Agreed.
The time has come. The Herc mean to ravage everything in their path. We will not allow it. We will stand against them, as Kalis once stood, defiant and proud. Fight well, and if need be, die well. Kapla!
Let's finish this. Okay, so this mission has got quite a bit to it. This storyline is pretty good. I like it so far. Just hope that the rest of the episodes unlock again so I can continue with the story arc I was doing.
Whom do we seek? Kalis! How do we find him? Together! Kalis, give us light to see forever! Will he hide from us always? Never!
Can't quite get what that was. Okay,
it's worse than we thought. Most of the jem'hadar lines have been broken. Even the Great Link is in danger. I'm going to coordinate our defenses at the link. Meet me there.
Good luck, Ambassador.
We'll meet you there as soon as we can. And Odo, be careful.
Let's go.
The jem'hadar have come to our aid. Now, we will return the favor.
Let's hope we're not too late. So this might be another battleground, just like in the Delta Quadrant. Actually focusing my fire very well. Not sure if it's... so was that an attack I was taking? Okay, not sure if they transported or what.
I die as a... This is to storm.
Ooh, so I just about died as soon as I was there. Why isn't this Klingon doing anything? That's marked off. Okay, it's another accolade. That's it, let's continue down. Is that the ones behind them? That might be an accolade, so I'm gonna go back up that way. Oh, better.
You fight well. Good. There are many hurt between us and the Great Link. We go there now to reclaim our lives, for we are already dead.
Victory is life.
Enemy target on center.
Okay, so if you do talk to them, you actually get a little bit of extra help there. Why can't I pick that up?
We won't last long out in the open like this.
Odo to Kira. We're fortifying our position near the Great Link.
Understood. We're on our way.
Your timing is impeccable. Thank you for your assistance. Enough pleasantries. There are still Founders under attack nearby. Go to them and destroy the wretched creatures who would attack our gods. Oh, you are also forbidden to kill yourself if a Founder dies in your presence. We need every able body in the fight.
That's a reference back to a Deep Space Nine episode.
Enemy target on center.
Oh. Okay, so there's something down. Oh, is that a Founder? Oh, it is a Founder. Awesome. assist or not? I don't think I assisted them. Okay. No. Already dead. Okay. Oh, that's what those pile of ashes are. They're founders. They turn to like a rubble but when they die.
For the founders!
Why is this attendant not taking that? Why is there a circle behind me? Something here? Okay, for some reason I've got to go back up here. Not sure why. Oh, maybe once all four are dead, or you help them, they disappear, those circles.
Enemy target on center. Enemy target on center.
I don't know you, Solid, but I thank you for your service.
Is this some sort of solid invasion?
Wait a minute. Ah, crap. He died all the way back. Oh, maybe that's what that is. Okay. Let's find this founder. Nope. I want to run to the founder.
Flanking damage detected. Shield losing power.
that attack as annoying. Just try to get out of the... Okay, I'm going back up to that circle yet again because for some reason it's not allowing me to do anything else. Also, I might have to re-help my crew member. Revive my crew member. Okay, so I'm assuming this is where a changeling was, so I'm supposed to have helped. This is something you got to keep an eye on so you don't leave your crew behind. Obviously. Yeah, why didn't you do that earlier? Again, once you do all your optional things, I think there should be an accolade normally, a sacrifice accolade perhaps, that will pop up. Again, I can't see anything popping up here, so let's just keep heading down.
You made it. Good. We're going to need all the help we can get here. It looks like the Herc are focusing their attacks on the link. I've called for reinforcements, but most of our lines have been overrun. We're going to make a stand here and hope the Doctor's plan is successful. If not, if we fail, this may be the day the Dominion dies.
Right, we'll make our stand here now.
Please tell me you have more jem'hadar coming to help.
The call's been sent, but they may not arrive in time.
We'll do what we can with what we have, then.
As always, until the end.
I'm not sure I like the way you said that, Odo.
Again, it doesn't seem to be any loot drops.
Nerys, if we don't make it...
Why can I not fire on anything? Ah, run.
No, now is not the time for this discussion.
Sorry, that sounded annoying.
Look around. There may not be a better time.
You're right. And I understand what you did.
You do? Then you know how sorry I am for everything.
Yes. And I forgive you.
I know. I feel the same.
No time up to tell you how long you have to hold the ground for, so. Oh. Anyone coming to my aid? My aid, yes.
Enemy target on center.
Where that? There it is. They transport down in some sort of giant egg thing and... to get some better not sure what that accolade was. Oh, titled. Okay.
Nerys, are you hurt?
It's just a scratch. I'm fine. We're losing ground here, Odo. Keep fighting.
We can't hold this position much longer.
That's jem'hadar, for we're about to die, Doctor. Are you ready?
Not without the Ketracel components needed for the cure.
Ketracel. Yes.
Yep, he's gonna sacrifice himself.
Victory.
Wait! Stop!
Is life.
That's me! That's pretty good. So even your own character has a potential, you know, life and death situation. That's awesome. Nice. It's like they're trapped in their own mind of madness.
It seems the battle is over, but how? What happened up there, Doctor?
I believe Dukan Rex realized that his own body contained the Ketracel material I needed to finalize the cure. He extracted what we needed at the cost of his life. Once the Herc were able to synthesize the cure, they came to their senses and called for an immediate ceasefire. Their forces are withdrawing as we speak. It's over, Odo. I won't say we've won, but it's over.
Indeed, and at a great cost. First, we received orders from Alliance Command. We're to report to Deep Space Nine as soon as possible for debriefing. Are you ready to return to the Alpha Quadrant? Yes, let's go back to Deep Space Nine. Whew, so that was a somewhat long mission, but a lot happened in it. I liked it. And I thought, yeah, that's a very well, very good introduction. I like this mission a lot. I do prefer to have a bit more Garak because he's my favourite character, but apart from that, he did a lot in the last episodes.
There was nothing I could do for him on the Herc Dreadnought. The Ketracel extraction process was too devastating. Odo, you treated him like a son when we first found him on DS9, and I'm truly sorry.
He didn't even have a name when he left us. I'll make sure the name he found is never forgotten. I remember his first days on the station. All he wanted to do was fight. Didn't matter who. When he left, I thought I'd never see him again. Or if I did, it'd be as enemies. The man I met years later still knew how to fight, but his reasons for doing so had changed dramatically. I'm proud to have known him. I wish I could have done more in the end.
You made a difference in his life.
I suppose you're right. I believe Nerys, Captain Kira, was looking for you. She was at the Temple of the Prophets last I checked. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to pay my respects. We'll talk more later.
Very well. I'm sorry for your loss. Okay, so the temple is this little lot thing here. That's right next to the doctor's office. Ah, I've got to talk to a whole heap of people. Okay.
And here we are, once again. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it?
Indeed. What's next for you, Captain?
Funny you should mention that. After we got back, Starfleet Command offered me a number of postings, even the center chair on one of those shiny new cruisers. Tempting. But I chose to join the command staff here on DS9. Bajor and the Celestial Temple mean a lot to me, and this station is a good place to keep them both safe.
True. It's also close to our mutual friends in the Gamma Quadrant. Should be friends, I think, in the Gamma Quadrant.
Subtle, but you're not wrong. Odo and I have a lot to work out before we're back to where we were, but we've taken a few good steps in that direction. I think it'll work out. Eventually. He's a hard man to read sometimes.
Also true. Until next time, Captain.
Hello again, my friend. It pleases me to see you. I have interesting news.
I hope it doesn't involve Herc.
Thankfully, no. Rather, it involves the Orb of Peace that you returned with Kaiopaka. It has spoken to me. I've been exploring the meaning of that experience with the Kai and Captain Kira. They are, after all, experts on such matters. While we all find it curious that an Orb of the Prophets would speak to a Vorta, we also agree it would be foolish to ignore it.
Well, yeah. What of your service to the Dominion?
With the blessings of Founder Odo, I have been transferred to this quadrant to continue my studies of the Orb and the Prophets. I shall also serve as Founder Odo's representative here. Diplomacy is my specialty, after all. I'm sure we'll be seeing one another again. May the blessings of the Founders and the Prophets be yours.
Glad to hear it. See you around then.
It is good to see you once more. I was hoping we'd have a moment to speak on an important matter before your duties take you back to the stars.
What's on your mind, Eminence?
My thoughts often return to the Orb of Peace. It was no coincidence that it was found in the Gamma Quadrant, in the midst of two warring tribes. I believe it to be a message from the Prophets, one of guidance in troubled times.
I trust your expertise on such matters.
Now that the conflict with the Herc has ended, I feel it's time to explore this omen more thoroughly. The recent vision experienced by Loris is truly remarkable. That the Prophets would speak to a Vorta. Again, this is no coincidence. Simply put, I believe the Orb is meant to broker a lasting peace between the people of our quadrants and the Dominion.
I hope you're right, Eminence.
Thank you for coming to visit. After all we've been through, it means a lot to have friends. Even if it reminds me of the ones we miss. Speaking of reunions, I think General Martok is leading the charge against the Bloodwine at Quark's. I'm sure he'd want to congratulate you on another glorious victory. May the Prophets watch over you.
And you, Captain. Okay. What am I missing here? That's Quark's, isn't it? Ah, the door's back. Okay, cool. Well, there's quite a few to talk to. I think you might want to stop watching, but you can continue watching if you like, but I'm going to talk to everyone, get this all sorted out.
We'll be here at DS9 until my ship is repaired. Fortunately, I have exclusive rights to the holosim of the battle. The sales of that alone will cover the cost of repairs, and then some. Some days, it's good to be the Grand Nagus.
I can only imagine.
I don't like to think about how close to disaster we were, though. Fortunately, there were people like you out there to bring us all back from the brink. All those adventures. You've got quite a story to tell. That reminds me. Have you ever considered making a holo biography? I think your life story would be quite popular and profitable. I'll make you a very generous offer for the rights and cut you in on a share of the profits, say 25%.
Interesting offer, but I must decline.
Suit yourself. The offer still stands if you change your mind.
Thank you, Grand Nagus. Garak's not part of it.
Oh, I'm so glad to see this come to an end. But not as glad as everyone back on Ferenginar. It's a celebration of Rule 35 like no one's ever seen before. I mean, peace may be good for business, but things are really getting out of hand.
How so?
When word got out that the Gamma Quadrant was open for business, the new Latinum rush was on. Open borders and free trade policies? My husband was practically weeping with joy. Oh, poor Odo. He thought he had his hands full with Quark on DS9. Now, he's gonna have an entire quadrant full of Ferengi to deal with.
I'm sure he'll rise to the challenge.
I am forever indebted to you. Without your efforts, I would walk the path of exile for the rest of my days. Now, I will help make amends for all that has happened during Zencast's terrible crusade.
Make the most of this opportunity, Captain. Okay, so where are the eyes? Are they upstairs? Okay, who am I supposed to talk to? Nog? Oh, they're right at the table. There's no eye above their head. Okay.
That was quite the battle. I knew my father and uncle were up to something, but I didn't think it involved leading the Klingon fleet to the fight. That said, we wouldn't have pulled this off without you. Glad you were here for this.
Likewise, what's next for you?
Starfleet's assigned the Chimera to peacekeeping duty in Herc space. We'll be working with the Joint Task Force to help the Herc get back on their feet again as well. There's a lot to be done, but we want to help them rejoin the galactic community.
That's quite the task.
It is, but my crew is up for the challenge. They're some of Starfleet's best. Take care of yourself out there. Don't be a stranger.
Same to you, Captain.
A hard-fought battle and a well-earned victory. And yet, we almost missed it. Our fleet would have never left the Empire if it weren't for the sword's return. Grilka tells me her former mate, Quark, had something to do with that. The sacred blade of Kahless, returned to the Empire by a Ferengi. Madness!
Her current mate played a part as well.
Yes, it was Worf's idea to ignite the beacon of Kahless. A bold move, but it paid off. Only a coward could refuse such a call to arms.
Indeed.
The legend of Kahless is stronger than ever. It would not surprise me if the High Council moved to create a new clone of the Emperor. There is great power in legend, after all.
True, until next time, General. Okay, I did not realize until now that Worf and Grilka had became mates. Or, you know, Klingon's mate for life, apparently, so... yeah.
Welcome back. Seeing as this is a private party and I'm in an unusually generous mood, you'll be getting the VIP discount on your drinks tonight.
You mean they're not on the house?
Did you take a hit to the head in that fight? I'm in a good mood. Not insane. Half off. Take it or leave it.
Fair enough. Cheers.
That's more like it. Don't take it personally. You could be Odo. His drinks, 50% markup.
I wouldn't let him hear that.
Can I get you something?
About the Sword of Kahless.
Not much to tell, really. Lex saw the error of his ways and gave it back. Then I had Grilka let Martok and Worf know we'd recovered their precious relic. A quick handoff later, and the Klingons were off to war. Rom and I tagged along, mainly to see the look on Odo's face when I rode in with the cavalry. That was priceless. If I die tomorrow, I'll go to the Exchequer with a smile on my face.
I'm sure, and you didn't make a profit on that job.
Who do you think you're talking to? Nog? Unlike the Federation, the Klingons know the value of Latinum. I'm thinking of spending my cut on a smaller moon to orbit the one I already have. I might even name it Odo.
You're living dangerously, Quark. Good luck.
Can I get you something?
Okay.
Interesting. There's a message from Garrick on my monitor here. Text only. He wants you to meet him at his old tailor shop. Maybe he's had enough of politics and wants to get back in the fashion game. Probably more profitable in the long run, and easier on the nerves.
That seems
I
unlikely.
wouldn't keep him waiting if I were you. He looks for secrets when he gets bored, and trust me, he's not the person you want poking around in your business.
Sounds like I should see what he wants. Eek. I like Garrick. It's one of my favorite characters. Okay. Am I in the right shop? There he is. Talk to people at Garrick's.
The conflict may be over, but there's still plenty of work to be done. The Lucari have offered to help the Herc restore their homeworld's ecosystem, and they've accepted. Dr. Bashir will be working with us on this. It's our goal to ensure that no Herc will go without nourishment again.
An honorable goal.
Some time ago, I hoped for a path to peaceful resolution to our troubles with the Herc. I'm happy to be part of such a solution, at last. Thank you for your efforts in getting us all to this point.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Safe travels, Captain. Best for last.
Thank you for meeting me here. Strangely, I find it easy to center myself in this shop. Even relax.
Memories of a simpler time in your life.
Quite so. Cardassia is about to begin a new journey, as it were.
Well,
and I'll be going along for the ride.
Sounds exciting.
Oh, it is. Cardassia has been offered membership in the Alliance, and we've accepted. Our seat at the table was hard-earned, but we're ready and grateful to join the ongoing efforts. Officer exchange programs have already begun. In fact, I suspect you'll be seeing more Cardassian faces in the future. I hope you show them the same courtesy as you've shown me in our shared adventures.
Of course, and where will you be during all of this?
Oh, I'll be spending time on Earth, Kronos, and New Romulus. The life of an ambassador is never dull, after all. Someone needs to make sure the Alliance doesn't forget about Cardassia, and I suppose that someone is me. I'll be sure to follow your exploits, of course. They'll be far more entertaining than economic forecasts and state functions, to be sure.
Thanks, I think.
I believe our fearless leaders would like to have a word with you next.
I won't ask you how you know that. Be seeing you. Okay, so go to Alliance. Not seeing anything on the map. Oh, just outside there.
I have initiated a dialogue between the Dominion and the Karema. In light of recent events, I feel it is imperative that their conflict is resolved peacefully. Whether that results in an independent Karema or not remains to be seen, but I shall endeavor to help them reach a result that is beneficial for both parties.
He's very Vulcan in his ways. That's going to be a challenge, Proconsul.
The Harvest Cool sector has been designated as independent from the Dominion, and a Herc neutral zone has been established around it. The Empire will join the Federation and the Republic in keeping the peace between the Dominion and the Herc. We have experience in enforcing a neutral zone, after all.
Indeed.
Martok's use of the beacon and the return of the blade has led to a renewed interest in Kahless throughout the Empire. Some say that Martok stands with honor next to great heroes like Tukuvma, Voke, L'Rell, and Kang. As if getting along with the stubborn old Targ wasn't difficult enough, his ego will be larger than Mount Hamar at this rate. It is fortunate that Martok has little in the way of political aspirations. Otherwise, I may need to kill him. Again. Ha!
Both of you make the Empire stronger, Chancellor.
There have been some significant diplomatic events since your return from the Gamma Quadrant. First, the Dominion is joining the Alliance. Having them as allies will take some getting used to, but the opportunity was too great to ignore.
Agreed.
As a condition to joining the Alliance, we requested that the Founders take steps to free the jem'hadar from their addiction to Ketracel White. I'm happy to say that Ambassador Odo is inclined to comply with that request. It will make things interesting in the Gamma Quadrant, to be sure. Still, it's been a long time coming. The jem'hadar should be able to live their lives freely.
It's a risk, but one worth taking. First, the Ambassador and Dr. Bashir would like a word with you in sickbay when you have a moment. Understood. Wait a minute, where am I? Okay.
Things are finally settling down around here. Well, as much as it ever settles down, that is.
You're still in uniform, Doctor.
Well, there's a lot to be done with the Herc, and being part of Starfleet will help me make things happen in that regard. When I'm not here, I'll be working with the Lucari and the crew of the USS Aventine to help the Herc get back on their feet.
Havaskul's a long way from home for you.
Indeed, but I happen to be married to the captain of the Aventine, so it won't be, too bad. The kids won't be joining us until Kumake and her team restore Havaskul to a more habitable state, however. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon. But until then, be safe out there. Doctor's orders.
The Dominion is about to go through a number of changes, liberating the jem'hadar from the White, phasing out the Founders' benevolent dictatorship, establishing a safe haven for the Herc. Needless to say, I'm going to be very busy for quite some time.
Not all those challenges will be popular.
No. There are still a number of Founders within the Great Link who will be very resistant to change. I'd like to think they're outnumbered by those willing to take a more democratic approach, however. The last thing anyone needs is a Dominion civil war.
Agreed.
Also, not all of the Herc were cured. We'll be dealing with rogue swarms for some time. I hope we can call on you in the future if we run into that special kind of trouble you have a talent for dealing with. Oh, and speaking of trouble, you might keep an eye on Quark. That little act of heroism with the sword of Kalis will make him bolder than ever.
I'll do what I can, Constable. Oh, it's back to Constable. Okay. First, our founder Odo has decreed that we will use our new knowledge to remove the jem'hadar dependency upon the Ketracel White. As soon as you leave, we will disseminate this information to your medical officer. You will still be able to benefit from the rush in battle, but you will no longer require Ketracel White for survival. Glory to the Founders for their wisdom. You are free to depart Deep Space Nine when you are ready. Okay. So it sounds like the voice acting of the crew will continue in other stories and possibly maintain a presence in the game itself. So if you go to Deep Space Nine, the crew should just be there and you can actually interact with them, I assume. Okay.
The future of the Dominion is uncertain for the first time in many years. Without the Founder and her unbreakable will at the center of it all, the Gamma Quadrant will undoubtedly go through a great deal of turmoil. I'll do what I can to maintain order and keep the peace, but it's going to be challenging, to say the least. For now, what matters to me is that you fought for the Dominion when we needed it the most. I won't forget that. And thanks to the Great Link, neither will the Founders. Thank you. I hope we meet again under much better circumstances.
Okay, so before I collect, I just want to see. Okay, I'll just... Oh, no. What's going on? So the 4 shields, and then I'll have a reward. Okay, so again, so this is something you can pick up, so you don't really need that, but this is a set to get, so I'll probably get this one. Again, there are other pieces in the set. Energy weapon, energy torpedo. So energy weapon, energy torpedo, energy matrix.
Congratulations, Honored First.
Awesome. Okay, so I just got another promotion. Okay, so this is the reward I got for the endeavor. So we'll just click on this and see what we get from it. Okay, energy credits, dilithium ore, mark package 50 choice, another 1,000 and another 50,000. So I don't think we got as much from last time, but we'll see what we get with this. Again, I want to get the competitive up. I want to get that. It's the first one on the list, so I want to get rid of it. Okay, this is the featured episode weekly reward. So this changes every week. This box is saying your choice of an enhanced universal tech upgrade or specialization points. I'm going to go for the tech upgrade because specialization points are just easy to come by. The tech upgrades are not. This early in the game, if you haven't got your specialization tree that you want maxed out, like this one you need 30, I think we worked out. So if you want to get this one, you might want to go for the specialization points, but just for the tech upgrade, it's a lot better. A little harder to come by and a lot more useful. So let's see. Enhanced universal tech upgrade set. Okay, so that should have gone here. So 30,000 technology points. No improvement, no dilithium cost. Any upgradable item. So that's just a universal upgrade. So that's just going to be a lot easier to upgrade an item. Okay, let's see if I can should get just a little bit because I had about 8,000. And this is the set item. So what's it for? It's a morphogenic armaments. Armaments. Ugh, gee whiz. I've been playing what's it called? Star Trek Timelines on my phone. The augmentation thing keeps popping in my head. So let's see. Okay, so these things are so this is an energy weapon, so this will actually help with firing it. That's pretty much what that says. It's a turret. Oh, so it's both a beam weapon and a cannon weapon, so let's have a look. So this is your beam weapon. So you just do 50% critical and 50% bonus damage. And this is multiple targets. And this is your cannon. So this actually will attack rates increase by 50%. So that's both. So that's pretty good. Let's have a look at more details. Okay, so it's like a Borg. It adapts. It's a semi-organic sentient thing. So it like a Borg, it kind of adapts to the shields of the enemy and does better damage. Okay, that's just the energy weapon. So that's this one here. Okay. Oh, you can have 2 of these on your ship. Okay. Okay. I was hoping it'd tell us what the set does. No? Okay, we'll have to go through this, and once I've done the other, in a couple of weeks, once I've done the mission a couple of times and gotten all the set, I will do another video on the set and how much better it is for your ship. At this point, I'm more than happy to actually add that to my ship. It's not a set, and it's not a set, and it's a 360-degree weapon. So I will actually put that on there now. Actually, let's have a look. This should compare. So this is 495.2 polar on damage. Okay. Turret. That's this one. So let's put it in that order. Hopefully that's a little bit easier to determine. Nope, it's swapped it around. For some reason it's gone to the 4 weapon. Let's have a look. Okay, so this is 314.9, 626.1, 495. So it's a little bit weaker than this, so I'll actually get rid of this turret. Put that in there. 360 degree, 360 degree. Yeah, okay. So this will go onto another ship or into my bank account because I can't use it. Sorry, I can't sell it. It's bound to my character, so it's something I'll keep aside for now. I can't claim that because I've got too many ships. And that was another mission reward. Okay, so I've finished that mission. Let's see if the episodes have reopened. Excellent. So I'll continue on my episode videos. But again, you can keep replaying this.
Empersa, the homeworld of the Founder.
Which I will do. And again, let's see. I'll probably just get this console if I do it again before the week is out. So 6th, 13th, 20th. Okay. Dilithium, 100, almost 200 dilithium. Experience point. Actually, this is good for experience points. Even though once you've done it the first time, the experience points drops by to like a third. So it would have been about 1200 and 1200. So it does drop, but 3,500 experience points and 3,000 experience crew experience is pretty good. I like this mission overall. It was a bit long, I think, overall, but overall it really did. It had a lot in there. Okay, well that's the end of this video. If for whatever reason you want me to replay the mission again, I'm more than happy to do so, but I probably will just replay it off video. Again, it's going to be 4 weeks before I will do another video on it. Might just no, where are you? Yeah, so like on the 6th or the 7th, I will probably whatever episode I'm doing, at the end of it I will actually show the morphogenic torpedo, which I can't click on. Click on that. It won't actually show. Okay, because I'll actually do heel rock. Oh, so it's like standing still but rolling on your heels. Okay. I don't know if you have to play that twice to get them, one each, or they both come available. Okay, yeah, I'm liking this a lot. Just through the storyline, it suggests that the crew will constantly be there, and you will see them a lot. And see, this makes more sense now that when you joined an alliance at the end of the other story arc, it didn't really make sense that you had Ketracel White, and now this actually explains why you don't have it. The reason is you don't need it, but you can use it if you want for a boost. So that's actually explained a discrepancy for me. Being directly to ops. Maybe Kira will be in ops.
Does anyone need training?
What was that? Captain Sean? Oh, Gork. Okay, it's not Sean. Okay. That's just another player. Okay. Oh, I would suggest you stop watching at this point. I'm just going to have a quick look around to see if there's any consoles or anything.
How can I help you?
No, okay. Obviously, training manuals.
Hi. Let's see what we can teach her off.
Okay. So I don't know if these are the same from my Federation character or not. As you can see, I haven't got a lot of this, but I have bought one of every single training manual, or 5 of every single training manual from these people, 5 to 10, and that's on my Federation character. I do have to. There's no ground pilot because pilots specifically for space, so I will have to transfer those training manuals over. And if there are some in here that I can't actually activate, obviously they sell something different. Okay, that's the end of the video for now. Any comments, please leave them down below. I am happy for criticism. I just ask that you keep it civil in the conversations down below, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, I have it there. Okay. Alrighty. What? There we go. See yous later. An hour and a half.